All right, this is SAT Prep. We're doing test 1, section 3, and this is number 11. In the equations above, B and C represent the price per pound in dollars of beef and chicken, respectively, X weeks after July 1st during last summer. What was the price per pound of beef when it was equal to the price per pound of chicken? Okay, so this is a little tricky, right? So first thing you want is you want when the two prices were equal, right? So when this was equal. So what they're asking you is set B equal to C, find X, and then find B at that X. That's what they want, right? So they want you to set them equal, find X, and then find the price of beef at, now keep in mind that because B is equal to C, the price of beef will be the same as the price of chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and set B equal to C, right? Now there's a couple different ways to deal with this. The biggest problem is you can't just plug in values for X, right? So if you tried plugging in values for X, which I think is sort of a gut instinct here, it's a problem because these answers are all supposed to be B values. So you're not plugging in the X values. So sure, you could do something kind of clever where you try to plug these values in for B and then solve for X and see if you get the same value if you plug in, like if you plug in 260 for both B and C and solve for X in both of them, do you get the same value? But that's a lot of work and I don't really think it's worth it. You want to try and pick shortcuts that are actually shortcuts, not long cuts, if that makes sense. So when I go to solve this, I'm going to go ahead and move all my non-x's to this side by subtracting. So I'm going to subtract the 1.75 over from both sides, right? And I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 2.5x over here, right? So I'm going to end up getting that this is a 0.60, right? Equals, and when I subtract to the other side, I think I get a 0.15x. Now, if you're, you don't have a calculator, and if you're kind of flipping out a little bit about having to deal with these fractions, the easiest thing to do, or rather these decimals, if you don't want to divide, the easiest thing to do is just make them not decimals anymore. So this is just 60 equals 15x. So when I divide both sides by 15, I get 4 is my x, right? And then what I want, notice 4 is not a choice, what I want is the price. I want B when I plug in 4. So 2.35 plus a 0.25 times 4. Well, that's going to be 2.35 plus a 1. Sorry, it got a little laggy, which is a 3.35, and my answer should be D. So again, you need to find X. Now, if I were writing this test, and the SAT didn't do this, but if I were writing this, I would have absolutely made 4 one of these answers, because if you weren't paying attention and you solved for X and you got 4, you'd be like, boom, I win, the answer is 4, but 4 is not a choice. And I would have definitely made that a choice because I'm kind of mean. So anyway, there you have it.